Peace. Okay, so I wanted to talk about the image of the beast, the technology that is being created, implemented, developed, what they're going to do with that technology, and what they are testing and rolling out now as we speak. Let's start with Revelation 13. And I stood upon the sand of the sea, and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the feet of a lion, as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power, and a seat, and great authority. And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast. So that beast is a kingdom, and we'll talk about that at another time. I've done teachings on that before that aren't up anymore, so I'll have to do another one. And they worshiped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. And they worshiped the beast, saying, Who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? So who is able to make war with this kingdom? They were worshiping this kingdom. And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against Elohim, against God, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle, and them that dwell in heaven. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints, and to overcome them. And power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leads into captivity shall go into captivity. He that kills with the sword shall be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. And he exercises all the power of the first beast before him, that causes the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast. And he causes the earth and them that dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. And he does great wonders, so that he makes fire come down from the heaven on the earth in the sight of men, and deceives them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had to do in the sight of the beast. So as you can see right there, the beast is men, or a kingdom. So in Revelation 13:13, he does wonders so that he makes fire come down from heaven on earth in the sight of men. And so he deceives them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. So the beast, in the sight of the beast, in the sight of men, the beast is a kingdom there. The first beast, anyway. Saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword, and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many that should not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that has understanding count the number of the beast, for it is a number of a man, and his number is 666. So, a few things here. He had power to give life unto the image of the beast. So if you're giving life to an image, something that doesn't have life, there's only one that can create life, that's God, right? So he's taking life that God created and giving it to the image of the beast. So how are they doing that? Well, with the technology that they're developing, with the brain chips, they want to merge, Elon Musk, for example, has spoken many times, want to merge consciousness with AI. So that's giving life to the image of the beast. But AI isn't necessarily the image of the beast, because the beast is a kingdom, right? So the image of the beast is the image of this kingdom. Well, a kingdom is made up of what? People, right? A kingdom is not the land. A kingdom is not buildings. A kingdom is people. So the image of people would be what? Well, there's an image of a kingdom now, the kingdom that exists now, and that is social media, right? There's a digital image of all the people in the world that are on social media. The kingdom that will be the first beast is not formed yet. So it's not, the image of the beast is not here yet. The first beast is not here yet. The first beast has feet of a bear, or it's like unto a leopard, feet of a bear, mouth of a lion, and the dragon gave him his power. Well, feet of a bear would be Russia, mouth of a lion would be Iran, and the dragon gave him his power and great authority. Well, that's China, but also the devil, right? Also Satan. But so that the first beast is a alliance of Iran, China, Russia, and their allies. They will come together. They will take over the earth. That will be the fourth kingdom spoken of in Daniel. And there will be, the image of that beast will be something like the metaverse, right? The metaverse is a failed experiment from Mark Zuckerberg. He's still trying to push it, but it's not going to be his version. It'll be this newer version, more advanced, that will actually work and will actually take shape, be way more advanced, and people will be able to interface with that new, we'll call it the metaverse. It's not actually going to be called the metaverse. It'll be through X. It'll be through the website X, Twitter, whatever. People will call it X, and it'll be led by somebody named X, which we discussed. I discussed that in the last video. Who is the Antichrist and will cause people great and small to take the mark and to worship the image. But you'll be able to interface. They'll be able to interface through the chip or through their hand. This technology, the chip in their brain or the chip in their hand, that will merge your consciousness with AI, create this image that is this kingdom, because all these people that are in this kingdom of the beast, the first beast, will do it. And they'll have this AI version of themselves, right? It'll be an AI version, a digital version of themselves. And people already have a digital version of themselves. It's just not as advanced. So like, ever since the internet was created, we had a digital version of ourselves. It was just super, not very advanced compared to what it is now and compared to what it will be. So like the first digital image that we had was like our email history, right? There's an email log in the server ever since, like, every email that we ever created, we ever wrote, from AOL, MSN, Hotmail, Gmail, So there's this history, or even our browsing history. That was like the first iterations of the digital versions of ourselves. Then there became, we started social media, and all the posts that we made, there's a record of that. There's a digital image of all of this. So that's a less advanced version of the digital version of ourselves. Then we started posting photos and videos now, and eventually it'll be so advanced that our consciousness, not ours, not mine, and not believers, but the people's consciousness will be merged with technology, with the AI and with the internet, where you won't even be able to tell the difference between the digital version of somebody and the real version, at least when you're talking with them. Like, we have a digital version. Like right now, you're looking at a digital version of me right now, right? Because this is me, but the version that you see is like a video recording that's been uploaded to a server, and then you're playing. So that's a digital version of me, but it's not very advanced because it's only a recording. So it's only the things that I say right now. But there'll be a time when it'll be so advanced that people that have their consciousness merged with the AI, they can actually just pass away and die, and this AI version of themselves will still live on. It'll be like the digital ghost. Whereas right now we have a digital ghost. It's just not very advanced. So when people pass away, you see their memories like on Facebook. There's still like, all the videos they ever posted. So you can still, there's still like a remnants they call it, you call it a digital ghost of that person. Everything that we leave behind is still there. But when you merge your consciousness with AI, they're developing that technology, you could die, and then a digital version of yourself will live on, and they'll still interface with people. And they're actually developing that with people that have died now. There's AI versions of Albert Einstein or different presidents. It's not very advanced compared to what it will be, because their consciousness was never merged with AI. So it's just what, like, the AI would think that person would say based on writings and videos and whatnot of these people. But when you have your consciousness merged with AI and then you die, it'll be so advanced that AI will know how you would respond, and it will be very accurate. So when people interface with you, with the AI version of you, the digital version, they won't even know the difference. You could die secretly and people wouldn't even know. So that's where a lot of things come into play here. So, for example, if you know biblical cosmology, you know that we can't travel to Mars or other planets, right? So when they say, "Oh, we're going to send people to Mars, we're going to send you to Mars," well, that's not going to happen until this technology is developed, because nobody's actually going to Mars. But what they can do is terminate you, kill you, and say that you went to Mars, and now you're just on a video screen. This your consciousness has been merged with AI, and so the world, everybody that's still here, will say, "Oh, hey, from Mars, I'm on Mars. It's great here," but it's just your digital version. It's your consciousness that was merged with AI. Your consciousness was merged with AI when you were still alive, but then they killed you, and but you're on Mars. To the world. The world thinks you're on Mars. So your consciousness, your digital ghost, is now interfacing with the world, your loved ones, your friends, your family that are still here on Earth, while you're actually dead. But they say you're on Mars. So that's where this technology is going. It sounds insane now, but so did so many things. If you were to talk about it, 50 years ago, and you were to talk about how, social media and whatnot. But this is a new technology. It's hard to explain when it's not here yet, but it's like trying to explain the internet to people from, 100 years ago. This is like a new version, a new technology, a new internet. It'll be like what they try to do, with Mark Zuckerberg tried to do with the metaverse. And this is what all the data centers are going to do. This is the infrastructure for these data centers, not just surveillance, but also this new advanced image of this kingdom is that's what this infrastructure is being built for. We still have some time, because the kingdom has to still come. The fourth kingdom, the first beast of Revelation, it hasn't taken power yet. But when it does, all of this technology will be developed, so people can that take the mark, they will create the image. Because remember, the second beast will take power, the Antichrist will take power, will cause everybody to create an image, to take the mark, and then create an image of the kingdom. And then if they don't worship the image, they will be killed. And people won't even know that they're dead, because their image will be, their consciousness will be merged with AI. So it's these are things that were prophesied thousands of years ago in the book of Revelation. And back then nobody could see how that could happen, but now technology is being developed, so it is possible, and it will happen. It's being developed, and it's not too far away. So we still have time. If you saw my last video, you saw that the Antichrist is still a little kid, so he has to grow to a man, and in that meantime, this infrastructure is being developed, and eventually this first beast will take power, but only takes power for 3.5 years, 42 months. So there's still time, but that's what we're seeing. That's what we're witnessing in real time. So I guess that's all I have for today, but that is, a little bit more of an explanation of the image of the beast and the technology that's going to be used to create the image of the beast. AI itself by itself is not the image of the beast. The robots that they're going to develop is not in itself the image of the beast. Remember, the beast, the first beast, is a kingdom. So the image of the beast is an image of that kingdom, and that will be developed in through the mark. The mark of the beast is technology that will merge your conscious, or not yours, but if you're not a believer, it'll merge your consciousness with AI. Once you take the mark, it'll seem so cool. It'll seem so like that's the only way. Just like having a cell phone nowadays, you can't really do business or even be social with people without having a cell phone. It's going to be the same type of thing. You're not going to be able to buy, sell, trade, work without this technology, the mark. So that's why believers, we have to, we'll have our own community and way of doing things. God will definitely protect us, and he will watch over us so that we don't have to take the mark and be part of that kingdom, because we're part of his kingdom. Much love. Peace.